night, sweet dreamers. I don't know if this light helps or not. Let me see if I can. I've got it on a smart switch, but I can still turn it off manually. All right. So what I did was I tried to download what someone recommended, and we spoke by. I keep shaking that lamp. We spoke for a long time yesterday. Whew, sorry, I'm sweating. I got back out from outside. I was working on the gutters, getting the gutters cleaned out and trying to get some yard work done. That's never done. More seeds and leaves fell and stuff. But anyway, I have a dizzy issue, so I can't just go up to the gutters, and I can't climb the ladder very much unless it's right on the edge where the porch and the rest of the wall meet, so that I know I'm not going to fall down, because I fall way too much. But I tried to download the OBS Studio, and I did successfully thanks to another YouTuber, and he walked me through the setup process. Thank you very much, by the way. But it still did not work. After all, I did. I recorded, tried to use that sharper image mic, and I tried using this webcam here. It didn't work. The webcam showed up. The computer said it was picking up audio, but nothing happened. Nothing. There was absolutely no sound coming through that computer at all. So I don't know. I don't know what happened. I can't say. So without further ado, I'm going to get started with this video. Someone recommended that I do a box tapping video. This might hold temporarily, but so I gathered up different boxes that I had, as well as Amazon boxes and things that I had not thrown away yet. This was from years ago, a couple of years back. I still had the charger cord in there. That's why I kept that as a charger cord storage. And I'll do a no-talking version of all of this next. OBS Studio and getting it set up and everything, not only with my camera, the webcam, but my microphone, and it did not work. What they did work. That worked great. That worked fine, but it did not want to work with my computer. Now, my computer is at American Works, I think it's called. So I don't. It's a little outdated. My computer is from 2010. So 11 years ago. The situation that happened days ago, all those cops, sirens, TBI vehicles, everything that were going by. Apparently, what happened was they changed the story again. This person was knocking on someone's door with a gun, and then they were shooting it off. They heard them shoot randomly anyway. They said they were used to them shooting a gun. But this time, they went onto someone's porch, a neighbor's porch, and started shooting the gun. And so she called the police. And guy wanted someone to kill him. I think that's what he wanted. I think he wanted someone to just end his life. But what he was hoping that they would do that, and they didn't. So what happened was he had a gun behind him. So he reached behind his back, grabbed the gun, and shot the deputy, shot the cop in the leg and in the back. Now they say he just shot him in the leg, so I don't know. But, and then he turned around, went in the house. The deputy said they didn't want to kill him. The cops did not want to kill him. The deputy and the cops, no, they didn't want to kill him. So he went back in the house, and apparently later he was found dead. And a child got shot yesterday as well. A really scary story happened in a county away from us just yesterday. Let's go on to another item here. Using this down there, by the way. The cat's right here. Good kitty. But this person, apparently, their wife, she was going to call 911 because he was strangling her. People are just awful, but the story is that she was trying to call 911, he said, no, you're not. He was going to kill her. And he choked her until she blacked out. She came to. He had to go in the other room, and he said when he comes back, she's done. And so thankfully the woman got to text her mom and said, call 911 now. And so her mom called, just like she asked her to in the text message. And later, the officers showed up at her door. The deputy asked him, he said, is there a problem? He said, and the guy asked, is there a problem, officer? What seems to be the issue? And the cop said, where's your wife at? And he's like, she's fine, she's in there. And, why? And then they said, we'd like to see your wife, sir. And thank God the deputies, the cops got in the door before the guy could do anything. He ran into the house. The guy blocked the cops from the woman and found her lying down. She'd been beaten and strangled. And they found her lying down there in the living room on the floor and said they had received a 911 call from her mother. And he was arrested with bail. I mean, they put a bail on him, a $10,000 bond, and it'll be paid off, I'm sure, and he'll be back, and then he'll really kill her probably if they don't watch him. So people like that, all he got was aggravated assault, and attempting, let's see, what was it? Aggravated assault and domestic dispute. That was it. He should have got attempted murder because he said he was going to come back and kill her. He's like, I'm coming back for you. And then he left the room, and thank God she was able to call text her mother, her mama. And then her mom got a hold of the police, called 911, and the police got there and said, we'd like to see inside. They went inside from what I heard, and they got to save that woman's life. But if he gets out on a bond, and I'm sure he will, then he could go right back to committing the same crimes and even killing her. I mean, things like that. He should have been tried for attempted murder. I mean, that's, when you say I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill you, that's attempted murder. I mean, any dodo brain would know that. I have no sympathy for someone that, for any type of putting your hands on someone unconsensually, or harming someone, or attempted murder, or murder especially. I have violence or crimes against females. I have no remorse for that. For people who do these weird, stupid things. We saw that Bundy files and the Ted Bundy documentary series starring Zac Efron. Well, I saw part of it. Mama saw the entire thing, and I was going to watch it another time. But Zac Efron did a really good job in that role. But I just don't understand people. I don't get it. Some people, they're really not. They're subhuman, basically. But one thing is certain about it. One strange thing that they said about Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy was, they said they said his eyes, when he would go into the courtroom and he would get mad at someone, his eyes would turn pitch black. The whites of his eyes would be gone. And that's not even supposed to be possible, they say. And they said that when he would talk about what he did, his eyes turned pitch black. And the people that witnessed things said that, even his girlfriend said that his eyes would turn pitch black when he would go to do that. And then he told her, I would never do that to you. And, I mean, that was a dead giveaway for her. And she was able to get further evidence on him for that in court. This is Ted Bundy information. But, yeah. And then there's that Dirty John series. Series is a good show. I mean, it's very well done. The actors and actresses are awesome. The second season, though, it was just brutal, really sad. I mean, Christian Slater's character just put that woman through torment. I mean, oh my goodness. It was awful what she went through. She should have gotten, I mean, and one person said it's a wonder she didn't do it sooner. And it's just crazy what people do in this world. But a lot of them, I think they're either possessed or they've just flipped their lid. They've just gone completely insane. You'd have to do anything stupid like that. But yeah, the person he was going to get his girlfriend. He was going to kill her, and thankfully she got to call 911. Well, she called her mom, and her mom called 911. She texted her mom. The guy thought he broke her phone. He thought he had broke her phone. And he threw it down, stomped on it, but she still was able. She acted like it was broke, thank goodness. And then the woman, this was about 20 miles from us, from where we live. But he told her, he's like, I broke your phone. He broke her phone. He broke it, but it was still able to call. So she called and texted her mom, and she told her mama, call 911. That reminds me of that music video by Skrillex. Call 911 now. And it was a little girl that had these supernatural powers or whatever it was, and it would get these creepers basically back. This creeper guy, this pedophile guy, and she got him back through these magical powers or whatever. Of course, they were dark, evil powers, but the guy didn't know what he was messing with. And this creeper was following this little girl on that music video, Summer Equinox, First of the Year Equinox by Skrillex. And the music video was very dark but interesting because it has the little girl get back at the pedophile. So, if only they could all do that to their criminals, right? To the criminals. That would be nice. This clock was $3 and I can see why. Wow, almost dropped it, but it's not very good. It said holographic projection nightlight. No, it's not. It goes up to the ceiling, and then there's the actual time on it. It doesn't, it's just not, it's not what it claims. But the good news is, the lady got away. The guy's in jail. He should be in prison for attempted murder, but he's not. I just hope I hope he does not get off on bail and come back and finish the job, because that would be horrible. But it happens every day. But anyway, the good news is, she got to her phone, and she got to use it and call 911. Well, call her mother and call 911. But that's that episode yesterday, that situation yesterday that happens like an episode anymore. These people, yeah, there was a child that got killed, sadly. But it just happened like 15 miles from here. Not even, probably 9 to 10 miles from our location. That murder, or well, the attempted murder and much has been happening. There's been so much drug trafficking. There's been so much murder. There's been so much violence, human trafficking. It's sad, really. Maybe things will get better, but we had things under control for a little while, as far as that goes. Alright, I'm going to do a no talking version of this next. This has been a little bit of talk about some, let's see, just talking about murder files, or talking about, let's see, true crime files and things like that I wanted to talk about. True crime talk, and just a little bit of tapping, whispering, box tapping, and talking about true crimes. So, sweet dreams, everyone. I love you all so much. Thankfully, the majority of the stories I'm telling, though, the people got away, but sadly, there was one child that did get killed, and then, of course, if you remember the story with Charles Manson, his eyes would change too, and he could look at a clock, they said, a watch, and stop it. So, there was something evilly supernatural going on right there, but yeah, yeah, so much stuff, so many things, and sadly, so much crime happens in this world, but I thought I could make it into an ASMR video and talk about true crime stories, and do some box tapping as well, and table tapping. Sweet dreams, everyone, and I will talk as soon as possible.